Would you look at this place? We are a very long way away from Rome, my friends.
Why are the elders allowing foreigners here to trample all over our ancestors' graves?
Are you ready? Ask. Medor will not be part of the ritual, for he already made his choice. He does not trust you, and he does not believe the ancestors would change his mind. The ancestors know many things. You shall consult one of mine. I'm sure the answers will be forthcoming. You drink the ritual milk and enter into the tomb of your ancestor. Truth will be revealed in a dream. Anyone who lies about such sacred matters will be judged most harshly by the spirits. Take as much time as you would like.
Hey! You! Do not walk there! It is sacred ground!
You Romans are motherless. You have no ancestors, and your bastard gods have no power here. That is not what I have heard. I am told you worship powerful, eternal beings that rule you from another realm. One is the same as the other. Your gods are divided like your loyalties. I should expect nothing less of you people. You overcomplicate the telling of things in order to obfuscate the truth.
It pains me to see an outsider like you at this sacred place. I await the guidance of the ancestors. Only they could change my mind. But I do not expect they will. It is not a personal matter. You represent the death of our way of life. That is none of your business. I know what you are doing, hoping to find a way to pry us apart and drive a wedge between us. Well, you will find nothing. I may not always agree with Isil, Medor, and Lunia, but our tribes thrive on mutual respect. We are not enemies to each other. Against you, we are united like the fingers of my fist.
Are you ready? Ask.
It is bad luck for the living to enter a grave. I will give you what I can spare. Make sure to return it when you are done.
On your feet, Romans! They are trying to kill us!
They are caught with their pants around their ankles.
Don't let overconfidence weaken you, Warmaxan. Kill them all. I will meet you at Algeria.
Fools! Sakura, we must leave at once. This will surely mean war.
Just get our child out of here!
Run! Stay away from me, please!
I have nothing to do with this! If you see the enemy, duck and I will shoot. Stay away from me.
I have nothing to do with this.
This is bad.
It's all right. You're going to live.
They're fighting!
I will take you with me to the afterlife.
Does this hurt? Good, that means you're fine. So weak.
I have nothing to do with this. They're killing each other. Run!
Sisters, wait! I must avenge my death!
The moment they reveal themselves, they are dead.
They're everywhere!
I don't think we can win this one.
Stay away from me, please.
Cowards! Are you alright, Legate?
Well, Isil was always too smart for his own good. But honestly, I never expected him to go this far.
Treacherous bastards. We'll get them, do not worry.
I must give it to old Isil. He fooled even me.
We may have to. And not just for him, but Udad as well. He's likely to retreat to his citadel in Augila. Unless you can find a way to get rid of Udad, Isil will be intractable. With or without Medel's support, we will need to defeat Isil, or else Nazamenes will not fully stand with us.
Ours is the finest, most veteran legion of Rome. We will crush these barbarians.
I'm drinking like an elephant all day, and yet I almost never have to piss. Where's it all go?
Callida has been brooding a lot less lately. I wonder why that is. Take care with her, Legate. She's more fragile than she seems. I like her. She's charming and sophisticated, but suddenly she is very brash and mean. In tribal society like this, that is best you can hope for. I don't know about Lunya, though. Keep eye on her. She has look in her eye, like she knows something we do not.
Salvete legionari.
You know I have nothing but love and respect for our Julia Callida, but do you wonder where she's been over the past few years? She seemed to vanish into the world as soon as we returned to Rome. She reappeared only once Lucullus had need of her. True enough, but she has powerful allies in your family and Lucullus, not to mention the storied legacy of the Julia family itself. If she really wanted to live differently, surely she did not have to avoid the city completely. I trust her, as far as it is reasonable to trust such a talented spy. But there's something she isn't telling us. We've all been wondering when you and Callida would get together. Glad it happened, at long last. Just, please, look out for her. She's put a lot of trust in you. Indeed we do. She's an impressive woman, beautiful, and with a natural authority. I would not dishonor a woman of her caliber by pursuing her affections. Besides, I'm not sure I would survive the endeavor. I have to say I'm impressed by their court of heaven. The meeting they held looked like a primitive image of our Senate. Yet this new agreement we have reached worries me. If you fight the wars of others, be certain that you stand to benefit in proportion to your sacrifices.
What do you make of this Berber Legion?
They fought well when they're against us. As long as they fight just as well alongside us, I'll be glad to have them.
I, for one, don't like it. The Legion is for Romans. What do Nazamonians care about serving Rome?
Need something?
Wait, Legate. Do you have a moment to speak to an old soldier? I've traveled far to meet you. Good night, Legate. I hope you will not fault me for asking to speak to you at such a late hour. My name is Sabinus Orsinus. I was the proconsus praefectus until last year. I was there, but we had little reason to speak. You were given command of Victrix before we even met. I had retired before the death of Lucullus. When I heard what had happened, I knew I had to find you. I have many friends among the Berbers. A few of them agreed to help me make the journey. We are acquainted from back in the day. We spoke regularly when we were managing the daily affairs and logistics of our respective legions. But he owes me nothing, nor do I owe him. I'll speak freely. You are a great commander and a loyal heir of Lucullus, but despite your victories, you are still inexperienced. You spend much time traveling with your own contubernium and getting into scraps, delegating tasks and decisions that are normally the meat and bones of your position as Legatus. I admire that, as do the men. But if you'll forgive my presumptuousness, you must do more to inspire the troops and make them feel as brothers. I am glad to hear it. That attitude is part of what Lucullus saw in you, I believe. In my opinion, you are in need of a banner, a standard that you can erect on the field of battle to rally your men. I can teach you how to create a banner that honors Mars. Such a symbol can turn the tide of any fight. I will, but I must ask payment. I never received my full pension from the Legion. Now with this war, I doubt I ever will. I have a wife and children, Legati. They need to eat. That is very generous of you, Legati. This will help my family a great deal. Thank you. I will draw up the instructions for how to build a standard, like the one that used to inspire us when I fought for Prima Italica. All you need is to get your smith to forge the idol for the top of it. I will spend the night here and say hello to a few old acquaintances. Then I and my friends will return home. And I wish you a good and victorious war. These lands are beautiful, but harsh, and they hide many secrets. Keep your wits about you, and perhaps we'll see each other again someday.
Oh, hey, Legate.
Salvete, Legionari. What did you break today? A figurehead for a banner. I'm not exactly a sculptor, but these instructions are very detailed. I think I should be able to make something for you. I may even have a suitable ingot lying around for this somewhere. Give me a little while. Here you go. Not a bad piece of sculpting for a mere craftsman, if I do say so myself. The schematics were good. I think you're right. This will be a fine banner.
All is well, I hope. Our way.
The Legatus' old servus came to the barracks and cooked for us the other night. Let me tell you, the man can perform miracles with field rations.
Away, Legate! If you ask me, I think the Legatus and his men killed Lucullus.
Shut up, you mulehead!
Think about it. What better excuse to finally invade Egypt and bring it under the control of Rome?
I'm reporting you to Nassau. I hope you like shoveling latrines.
You weren't there last night when we were drinking with the gladiator.
The Legatus Praetorian. From Mauritania.
Yeah, Bestia Tabat, a seemingly endless font of amazing stories, let me tell you. Ask him about the arena sometime. You won't be bored.
Agate, help me. I need to find my sister again. She's missing. I have no idea how she even left the camp. She is blind.
Looks like the girl's a natural.
Why would she leave, though? She was finally free.
You have always assumed she'd want to be free, Bestia. Perhaps that's not what she wants. For one who knows no freedom, there is no servitude.
I see. I have indeed never considered this. I know what I will do. I shall find her and then kill her. That's the only way. I have learned much about life from my discussions with Synoros. Happiness is the lack of misery. Joy is the lack of pain. I can't bring her joy or happiness, but at least I can end her pain and misery.
That is not what I meant, Bestia. At least I don't think so.
It is the understanding you have led me to. But if I let her live, she'll be lost forever. She will eventually succumb to her suffering and die.
At least she will die on her own terms. Don't deny her that freedom.
Very well. She's free to suffer then. She and I both.
I hear you have formed an intimate relationship with Yulia Kalida. Are you altogether sure that is wise? Very well. I do not wish to plant doubt in your heart. Just guard yourself a little for the time being, please. There are still things we do not know about her. You will probably not like my honest opinion. I think our arrival wasn't anticipated by our adversaries, and therefore it can be said we arrived too early for them. I believe the events leading to the proconsul's death could not be prevented, but it seems to me it was our arrival that triggered the murder itself. Thank you for your offer, but I must respectfully decline. I am not just anyone. I have served your family since before you were born. The fact that your military rank has changed doesn't mean you're not my dominus still. I am proud of the man you have become, and it is with pride that I shall continue to serve you. The dry air agrees with my old bones, and I always wanted to visit Africa, especially Egypt. I just wish the circumstances were less dreadful. That we do. An army low on morale loses the war before battle is even joined. We need to keep our spirits up. In other words, we need wine. I don't think so. Not yet. At this level of politics, loyalty is something no one can afford to possess or count on. To be honest, we're in a mess here. Loyalties will shift constantly and without mercy. A failure of anticipation is very likely to prove fatal. We must constantly pay attention to every single word and gesture. As always, it is a matter of priorities. They favor us as long as our actions align with their goals. That will not always be the case. The most intelligent of enemies will try to befriend you. It is the honest ones who openly oppose their foes. An honest enemy is virtuous, and therefore fallible. Most certainly. And predictability is the worst trait a commander can display in times of war.
If I had known Callida had eyes for you, I would not have pursued her back in the day. I hope there are no hard feelings between us. There was nothing to handle. It simply was what it was. We have abducted the Queen of Egypt, who is also a goddess. She was imprisoned by her husband, the Pharaoh, who is incidentally also a god. I believe when people say that you are famous for punching above your weight, this is what they mean. When every man fights for himself, you must make alliances. That is how the arena works. Yet sometimes when you are allied, you forget only one man can win. Without batting an eye if she has to. An ally can always turn into a foe. Better to kill your allies before they get the chance. As long as the Berbers are fighting each other, it will be easier for us to win. But do not forget, sympathy is temporary, fear is eternal. Commanding fear is an art. One must train. One must always train.
Now that we've begun taking control of this land, things are bound to get a bit complicated. This isn't Asia Minor, after all. Africa was under Roman control before, but the natives will not appreciate the more firm hand that wartime requires. I'm afraid you may once more need to take care of certain situations personally. There are so many tribes in this region of Africa, I don't even think we have enough numbers to count them. The Legion is strong, but it's a bit like Sextus' hammer. Sometimes you need smaller force to take care of delicate situations. It is good practice to delegate tasks indeed. However, I believe pacifying certain factions would require a speculator's touch. Not everyone agrees with Lunya's decision to side with you. The major chieftains can be brought to heel on the battlefield, but some people will continue to rebel. What's even worse is if someone tries to become the hero of the people. These small rebellions must be swiftly crushed. Of course not. That wasn't what I was suggesting. However, like in Greece, I think you should send someone you trust if the Legion fails to pacify a certain territory completely. Remember, Legate, until we take care of any such disturbances, we won't be able to control any territory we have captured. Our way, Legate.
Hey there, lover boy. You'd best believe it. It took a lot for me to open up like that, you know. This is just the beginning. But seriously, I'm really happy we did that. Thank you for being patient with me. You're not so bad yourself. So, just to make sure we're on the same page, this is a long-term thing, right? You're not going to forget about me as soon as Cleopatra flutters her eyelashes at you? Weird. But I love you too. Of course not. And you'd be a fool if your intention is to place your trust in her. That woman is a predator. Without a doubt, she's using you. Do not fall for her tricks. Try to get as much use out of her as she does of you. It's lucky we arrived during this festival, or whatever it is. We have all of the important people in one place. But keep in mind, this is their land. The Court of Heaven is an uncontrolled hub of activity. There's no telling who comes and goes and what their intentions are.